Good evening, everyone, and welcome back again with another live show on the channel. Yes, match review and player ratings from yesterday's 2-1 win against Wolves at home at St James's Park. Finally, we got back to winning ways, which was absolutely delightful, and we really needed those 3 points. We really, really did. So there you are. Now joining me is Tony. How you doing, Tony?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, Pete. How are you, mate?
Very well. Yes, very well. Thanks. Thank you so much for joining me. Guys, if you do enjoy, please remember to hit the thumbs up.
No worries,
Please remember to, of course, to hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you're new to the channel or you're not yet subscribed and you really enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. It really, really helps grow the channel, definitely. And hit that notification bell as well, and you'll be known of any live shows or any other pre-recorded videos going on the channel as well. Hit that bell. Of course, will notify you whether it's a live show or a pre-recorded video. And if you would like to donate, we have Super Chat available. Just hit that join button. Hit the dollar sign to donate through Super Chat. And if you would like to become a member for just 99p a month for the channel, just hit that join button to become a member of the channel as well. So, Tony, back to winning ways. How we needed those 3 points was absolutely huge in the race for a European spot come the end of the season.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it was just... The thing that we all wanted was Isak starting. I did say I wanted Miggy resting, I wanted Wilson resting, and we got that. We got Isak in, we got Murphy in. And I know a lot of people might have raised eyebrows when I said get Murphy in, but he's proved me right why I said get Murphy in. I thought he was terrific yesterday.
I thought he was as well.
You know, he contributed very well. He got a stand ovation when he went off and thoroughly deserved. But Isak coming in for Wilson was great, and you could see straight away how much he was chomping at the bit. And I mean, you wouldn't have seen it, Pete, but before, when they were doing warm up, you know how they come out and do the warm up, you could see Isak's talking to different players, like Maxi talking to Sean Longstaff. He must obviously tell them how, and Trippier, how he wants the ball done. Then somebody said, oh, you need to go over there because you're not supposed to be at this side. But he was too busy trying to explain something. And so I thought that just shows his commitment straight away. But he took the goal really well. Great free kick from Trippier. Thank God Trippier's delivery was back on par. Mm. And, you know, the header, it wasn't just a header in the back of the net. It was we got up, glanced it, and placed it in the corner. Perfect header. But even during that first half, we could have scored more. We were all over Wolves after that.
Yep.
You know, and Isak, he outstripped their defence with his pace. I mean, time after time, as soon as the ball was through Isak, he was outstripping their defence. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, before that, yes, we had the Pope incident, you know, with Raul Jimenez. Now, I'm 50-50 on this.
Mm-hmm.
I would think if the referee had gone to monitor, maybe he might have made it a penalty and sent Pope off. But when you do look at it, it does look like Jimenez has run into Pope. But I think he was falling at the time. Mm-hmm. And that's what Eddie Howe said. He was falling at the time. But saying that, at the end of the day, it's a challenge Pope shouldn't be making. And, I mean, the thing is, I think this is the worst we've seen Pope this season. In the last couple of games, he's looked very, very out of touch. Well, say, 270 minutes anyway, because he was a bit nervy last week at Man City when he was getting the ball to feet. But against Liverpool, he cocked up and he got sent off. Mm-hmm. And yesterday, the ball to his feet, he was sort of struggling a bit. He's not the greatest at his feet now. He's proven that. But shot stopping, he's absolutely fantastic. And then the second half came, they brought Pedro Neto on for the start of the second half. He sort of changed things for Wolves. They started playing really well. I knew it would be a tough game against Wolves. If anybody thought it was going to be a walk in the park, then it was sadly mistaken, because it was never going to be. Not the way they played under Lopetegui. They started off brightly, and then obviously they bring 3 subs on after we've done our substitutions. And who happens to be on there? Hwang, who scored them 2 against us in that pouring rain when Steve Bruce was manager a few days before the takeover.
Yeah.
A mess between Pope and Trippier allowed him an easy slot into the back of the net. He couldn't miss. And then at 1-1, you're thinking, oh, not again. I was like, this is a game we really need to win. We've had the results go for us this weekend, so let's get this win and let's pull ourselves clear of those teams, Jason Pack. And then obviously Mickey, that it was the ball. If you look at Nori, the left back for Wolves, he sort of contributed towards that goal because Almiron was out in the wing, passed the ball back through to Joe Willock. He got in the box. But as he passed the ball back to Joe Willock, Nori got attracted to the ball, so he went to the ball, left Almiron in the space. Joe Willock put the perfect ball through, and Almiron, yes, courtesy of Max Kilman's foot, into the back of the net. But you know what was well deserved, and that was probably good for Miggy because I think he needed that rest on the bench. But the thing is, even though Miggy came on and scored, that doesn't automatically say he starts on Friday night because Murphy played well, and you can't say, well, I'm sorry, Jacob, I'm dropping you because I'm putting Almiron in because he scored. You can't do that. You have to do it the same. One player who I was disappointed with, and I didn't think offered much when he came on, was Callum Wilson. Yeah. And, I mean, as much as I like Callum Wilson, I don't want to slay Callum Wilson, but I think now he's got a job on his hands to get that starting shirt back off Isak. There isn't, unless Isak goes really into bad form or gets a sending off or whatever, or an injury, I can't see Callum Wilson getting off that bench for the rest of the season, Pete. I really can't.
It could well be difficult for him to make that if Isak's going to stop proving now why he's that £60 million striker we bought into the football club as well. Because I thought what I love from Isak, that was how a striker played. That is the definition of a striker's game. The way, not just how he scored his goal, but the way his skills were on the ball as well. I thought he linked well with Maxi as well. I thought Maxi played well on Saturday as well. Yesterday. And just showed why he should have been. He had to get back in the start lineup as well for me. But that connection between Isak and ASM was really good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, you can see they've got a rapport and a relationship, which is absolutely fantastic. But they had that when they came on against Southampton in that first leg against in the Carabao Cup at the St Mary's Stadium when Isak set the Joe Linton's ball up. But I mean, Isak proved his worth why he should start now, and in my opinion, he's got to start every single game now. Yes, I know people are saying Isak's not a complete centre forward. He's not an out-and-out centre forward. He likes to drift. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he wants to come out the left and get the ball or come out the right and get the ball. It's a fact he can get the ball and drag people in, and that's what we want to see. Yes, Callum Wilson's got movement, but Callum Wilson wants it on his foot, on a plate. But where Isak is probably a more all-round centre forward, and even Ibrahimovic has said Isak is one hell of a player. The thing is, though, people have got to remember he's only 23. He's going to get better, this lad. He's nowhere near his peak. I mean, Jacob Murphy having that game yesterday, if Jacob Murphy was 3 years or 4 years younger, then we could have the best of Jacob Murphy. But unfortunately, he's now reached his peak. But he can still do a job for us. And like I said on my video this morning, I can't see him being one of the first players out the door in the summer. I think he'll be a squad player.
Yeah, he could well be. Actually. Just time to some comments because they're coming in. Hi, P.A.D. and all. Tony, I like coffee. And we have some difficult fixtures coming up, so it's better to get 3 points against teams we're expected to get 3 points from. Absolutely. The win feels good. It certainly does. Shearer said that Isak is a forward who plays left, centre and right and creates his own chances, while Wilson is a centre forward, a target man who takes chances. Absolutely. Ches, hope you're well. Murphinho says, I like coffee, is fighting for his place. Now you notice how Murphy as well in the game was getting those crosses in because it's his right foot is his stronger foot. As soon as he got that ball off Trippier at times, he could get those crosses in. Maybe no one was on the end of them, but look at the difference. When Miggy has been chopping back every time, Murphy was like, I can get this on my stronger foot, and I'm going to whip it in the box.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, when Maxi went off and Miggy come on, they swapped over, and Murphy went to the left. But, yeah, he did really, really well, Murphy, yesterday. I was really impressed with Murphy, to be fair. Worked hard for the team. And then, obviously, we saw Matt Ritchie come on as well. I mean, again, Matt Ritchie, yeah, he might be 33, but he's still got delivery in him. Do you know what I mean? And even he was like, coming on and being leadership, because he's got good leadership qualities as well. So, it's good characters to have around. And yeah, if Richie leaves in the summer, then yeah, he's been a great servant and he goes with everybody's blessing, because nobody will have any. Even if he come back to St James's Park with a different Premier League team next season, that guy will get one hell of an ovation. So for what he's done at this football club. But yeah, I just thought yesterday we needed that win, and we're now 5 points clear of a lot of teams. The likes of, we've pulled clear the likes of Brighton, Fulham, who got beat. Brighton couldn't beat Leeds, they could only draw. Brentford got beat off Everton. So all the results were now in favour. Even Liverpool getting beat off Bournemouth. Who would have thought Liverpool would get beat off Bournemouth? Well, you would have put your house on Liverpool winning that 2 or 3-0 after hammering Man United 7-0.
Exactly. But I watched that game and I thought Bournemouth deserved the 3 points. I thought Liverpool was so poor in that game, and credit to Bournemouth, and I thought they took that well, and we looked at that and thinking, right, this is our opportunity now. The teams around have dropped points. Now we're going to do what we had to do as well. So
it was a great penalty from Salah.
Oh,
I'm surprised Klopp's teeth didn't get darker.
Oh God. Hey, jeez.
Maybe it might have been. Who knows? He might have said Klopp's brother was in the crowd and he put him off with his teeth when he smelled.
Hey, well, God almighty. Yeah, all good, mate. Hope you both were till very well. Thanks, cheers. Earlier, Trippier had to take the right crosses from Miggy, while this time Murphinho was doing absolutely. Richie would bring good experience to a team in the bottom half or a championship. Yeah, he could well do. Do you think we should start Murphy again? He deserves the start. Yeah, Miggy made a statement. I guess the good thing is we finally have competition in that position. I would still keep Murphy in for Friday. I actually would.
You've got to, Pete. You can't drop him. I know. Yes, Almiron came off the bench, scored. Yeah, but Murphy had a good game. If Murphy had had a poor game, then you could say no, he doesn't start. Then you start with Miggy. But I'm sorry, you can't change it just because Miggy scored. I mean, how many times you see it with Man City? They have players come off the bench and score. But do they get a starting berth next week? No, they're back on the bench again. So, we used to see it with Phil Ford when they were bringing Phil Ford into the team. He used to come on and score, but was put on the bench the week after. So again, it's just because Miggy scored doesn't mean to say he should get into the, But yeah, I mean, no, I would keep it the same. I would make it an unchanged team. You've got to.
Yeah,
I thought even Dan Burn had a terrific game yesterday.
I thought he did well as well. I thought teams fighting relegation battles up to 2 to 3 levels during the second half of the season. Yep. Patrick says, why wasn't a red for the last man bringing down Murphy? I've seen that back. I'm not sure if it is it a clear goal scoring opportunity. I'm not so sure.
That's the thing. That's what they got to look at as well. But should we have had a penalty for a handball?
Maybe, possibly.
I
It could
mean,
have been.
Jamie Carragher on commentary said, "Oh, this game will probably be goalless at half time. It'll not be at the second half before any goals are scored." Well,
Well,
we soon shut him up, didn't we?
absolutely. Yes. That's it. Salah's penalty joining all but with Chris was dismissed against Wednesday. Yeah, absolutely.
I saw shooting start night. I wonder if that was Salah's penalty.
Exactly. What's PD drinking? Looks delicious. It's just orange juice, mate. Just orange juice.
And I want
Save
the
it.
strong stuff water.
See if it's the wrong message if Murphy doesn't stop. Completely agree. Yeah, Lascelles had a good game, but was dropped. Yeah, I had a feel. No, Lascelles had a good game, but you know Eddie Howe prefers Botman and Shares the centre backs because he knows those two work very well.
I thought Shea had a very good game yesterday, to be
Share
fair.
was brilliant as well.
Bringing the ball, he's good at carrying the ball. That's the thing with Shea.
That's what I like. Well, Lascelles kind do that, can he?
No, he can't. No.
Absolutely. That's why Eddie likes his ball playing centre backs as well. I don't think it was a red since Murphy wasn't really the last man and there were players to cover. Yeah, I think that's why it wasn't a red for that was player who brought Murphy down. But what I've been seeing lately, Man United fans getting salty as ever about Casemiro's red card.
Well, it was a red card all day, Pete. I mean, it was
a tackle like that.
No, and they had to go to VAR for the referee to go to the monitor and see it. But I mean, the thing is, right, this is where VAR is inconsistent. Now, the thing is, we're seeing this inconsistency week in, week out with VAR. Now, you go back to the week before the Carabao Cup final when Man United played Leicester City. Sabitza's tackle on Wout Faes, that was higher up than what Casemiro's was yesterday. That should have been a red card back then. So this is what I'm saying. There's too much inconsistency with VAR. And I think at the end of the season, it needs to be looked at properly and sorted out. And Howard Webb needs to sort all this out once and for all.
Yeah, absolutely it does. But I think fair play for Anthony Taylor going to the monitor to take a look at that. And he thought, right, man, you have been getting away with decisions. They're not getting away with it this time. And I thought...
And he's got a 4-game ban now, Pete. And the second of that 4 games is against us, so he won't be able to play against us.
No, absolutely not. And mind you, he looked devastated, but you can't go in flying in like that. Doesn't matter if you win the ball or not. You can't go flying into challenges like that.
But that's 2 red cards in a month now. That's not great, is it?
I mean, that 2 red cards in the space of a month is just unbelievable. I've got to admit. So, yeah. Bruno hit the ball. Botman's miss after a well-crafted corner routine. Yeah, absolutely. But again, we'll go back to Isak's headed goal. I mean, the delivery from Trippier was perfect for that one. And the way Isak just guides that in the far corner was just brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was just a top-class header. And that's what £63 million buys you. Quality like that. You know, as like I said earlier on, as much as I like Callum Wilson, I don't want to be on here slating Callum Wilson. But I think Callum Wilson will now have to be a bench player because it has to be something seriously goes wrong that Isak's not playing for Wilson to start over him. But now until the end of the season, it'll be very surprising if Callum Wilson gets a start because Isak will be in possession of that shirt. And once he gets a run of games and starting regular, the goals will fly in. And come the summer, we'll be buying another player in the summer, another striker. And that'll further push Wilson back down the pecking order. The same in the summer. I think if we get a right winger, that would keep Almiron on the bench. If a Diaby comes in, I can't see Almiron being a starter next season in all honesty.
Possibly not. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind if Wilson was left in the summer. I
No,
wouldn't be that
that's
disappointed if Wilson left in the summer. I wouldn't be, actually.
well. To be fair, Pete, the way I look at it is if we bring another striker in the summer, which I think we probably will do,
Oh, yeah, we've got to.
and Wilson knows he's going to be further down the pecking order, he may say, "Look, I want to move," and if he does, then that's fair enough. But the problem with Wilson is, yes, as much as he's a good goal scorer, he gets injured too much, and the illnesses and
That's the
injuries this
problem.
season seem. I mean, he's like I say, 1 goal, 1 assist in 3 months. That's not really. That's not what you want from a striker. You want a lot more than that.
Absolutely, you do, don't you? And something's been. I thought he came off the bench and he didn't do anything at all for me.
No, he
It was
didn't.
it was his point to prove a point, to see, right, I've lost my place. I need to try and do something to try and see if I can get back in the start lineup. Nah, absolutely not. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, is he suffering with long COVID or something that he's picked up? We don't know. That's the problem. We would like to know what's gone on, what is happening with Wilson, but again, he's had serious injuries, illnesses he's had them. Are they catching up with him? You would just like to wonder. But
Well, maybe.
Hmm.
2 ACLs is going to catch up with you, that's for sure.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. Shea gives me palpitations when he carries the ball on his marauding runs. One of three things will happen. He scores a belter, he injures himself, or gets a yellow if he has a poor touch. I thought Shea's very good at bringing the ball out. That's what I love about Fabian Shea. We are in the minds of Ted Hog and everyone associated with Man United. So absolutely. I missed one before Ches's as well. Man United fans were bringing up Bruno's follow challenge on Neves as reference to Casemiro's red. I seen that as well, and I thought,
Yeah, but that wasn't done intentionally. That if anything, Bruno's blocked off.
mm-hmm.
So, and technically, should that have not been a penalty there when it was in once he was in the box? It's a strange one, but yeah.
Could have been. Beat Man U. Forest. We beat Forest. Beat Man U. We go above Man U. Absolutely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, Man U, absolutely. So Trippier's 33. Well, he's still 32. Ashby is 11 years younger, but is supposed to learn from Trips. That doesn't leave much time. So do you see Trippier staying on his part of the coaching team? He could well do.
I think he will do.
He could well do. Wilson, if we get 15 to 20 million, I'd sell him. Do you know what? That would be a good deal if we got something around there if Wilson was to leave in the summer.
Yeah,
there's
definitely.
Kraft too. Yeah, we've still got Kraft. We've got to be looking past Wilson now to too unreliable. That is the problem now with Wilson. A lot of people think, would Wilson go to Forest? Like he said, Shelby's went there, Woods went there. Oh, I'm not so sure.
I'm not sure, but to be fair, Pete, I mean, like Mag Debate said, we've got to start looking past Wilson now. I mean, I know we think Eddie Howe's been having a lot of favouritism towards him, keep playing him, keep starting him every game. And I think, to be fair, now that you saw Isak get his first start yesterday and come in and win the game, help us win the game, then it looks a long way back for Wilson now.
Yeah, it certainly does, doesn't it? Unfortunately, I believe it will be. Could well be.
Hey, can you imagine, Pete, if can you imagine, I'm not saying it for 1 minute though, but I mean, when we go to play Man United, say for some reason Pope doesn't play and Dubravka's in goal and we're winning 1-0 and the last minute of the game they get a penalty, Rashford steps up and Dubravka saves a penalty.
Oh.
And we win the game.
Oh, wow.
Let the meltdown begin. But by the way, I'm not saying that Pope won't be playing, but I'm just saying that anything could happen, But yeah. But wouldn't that be funny though?
Yeah, I totally agree. Absolutely.
Or from Goofy Fernandez.
Uh, yeah, Wilson could go to Bournemouth. You never know he could. Trips his learning from Howe and will be our future manager. Not a bad point there. Bird challenge on Neves, wins the ball. It's low down. He couldn't stop his momentum. It was a coming together more than anything it was. Casemiro, he goes in with his backside, not sideways, high tackle. Yeah, absolutely there was. There was a challenge from the back on Share too, I believe there was as well. So, I mean, well, we know Andy Badley's not a highly rated referee. That's the thing. So,
well, we know he was like at Arsenal when we played down there, and that 0-0 draw, he was absolutely dreadful that day. We was booking players left, right, and centre. He lost control of that game.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. But yeah, we had chances to go further in front after we scored. I mean, Bruno hitting the bar. Burn managed to get the ball from the other side from the corner. Just a shame he couldn't make that. But imagine if we put that in. I think that would have, Wolves would have been really struggling to come back in the game, I would have thought. Because second half, they really started to try and turn it around, I thought.
Yeah, Pete, I mean, thing is, that first half, if we went in that 2-0 up, I think that would have been game over for Wolves. I don't think there was any comeback. But the fact it was 1-0, they made that change. They took off baby oil.
Traore.
Dharma Traore. They took him off.
Oh, God.
And
wow.
took brought up Neto. And to be fair, I thought Neto played really, really well. And, he changed for Wolves. But, at the end of the day, thankfully, that mistake didn't cost us too much. And,
it certainly does.
we were managed to... we managed to see the game out and win it at the end, even if it was late on. But a win's a win. It doesn't matter how we win. If you win ugly, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, a win is a win. It's 3 points on the board.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it. But again, I thought Traore was dreadful. He only does his run around, but his final product is non-existent. And that's what I thought it was for them yesterday, I thought.
I've just found a picture of Traore.
Oh, God.
I wonder how... I done this on my show last night. I said, and there was Traore.
Oh, God.
The baby oil. I wonder how many bottles of that he gets. I wonder if it is Johnson's who sponsors him.
Oh, God. That's funny, that.
Put that on.
Yeah. Pope worries me a bit sometimes. He needs to do better with his feet. Is Botman related to Chris Wood, that miss? Oh, I thought Botman was superb. He wasn't too far, Botman, from missing that. That bit of play that led to the Botman chance was a thing of beauty. That was great, that link-up play. Mr. Lube got burnt and got subbed off. Baby oil, I bloody knew it, says Ches.
He's got to be greased up.
Mr. Lube is what Chippers calls him.
Mr. Lube.
Why you need to rotate players is because Steve Cooper will be wondering if Murphy or Miggy the Roadrunner starts on Friday. Absolutely, but I think I'd keep it the same.
Yeah.
Definitely. Is Joe Linton going back on Friday? No, Joe Linton's got one game left, and I'm hearing Anthony Gordon is going to be missing for Friday. He's picked up an ankle injury, I believe, and that's going to rule him out for Forest game, unfortunately. And Ches just laughing at I like coffee's coming. I like coffee's
Mr. Lube.
But yeah, I was disappointed we conceded that equaliser. I mean, A bit of miscommunication it was.
Terrible, Pete. It was terrible. And even Trippier said after the game, it's my mistake and I hold my hands up for it. I just, it was a mistake we didn't need to make. But hopefully it's one of them mistakes that's now rectified and it'll never happen again.
Hopefully not.
Because the defence has been great all season. All of a sudden we're just looking a little bit lacklustre at the minute in the back, aren't we?
We are a little bit. Adama would be a good feature at Johnson's outfit.
Yes, look at the baby on. This is what it does to you. It makes you shine. And it makes you go faster on the pitch. So God. Always rely on Johnson's baby, I would say, Adama Traore. They must have his own cupboard at Wolverhampton for it.
Yeah. Anyone remember Catch the Deaf Guy and Family Guy? Yes, I do. I believe I remember that, yes. God, I've watched Family Guy for ages. Yeah. Gordon might be struggling for Man U match too. Well, we'll see, but I know he's definitely out for Friday. That's the thing. But the good thing is, Tony, I know we fell behind, but we got back in front, which was the main thing. Good pass from Willock. There's Miggy. Got the space to shoot on his left foot. I know it was a deflection, but it's in.
Yeah. And that chance come about because Miggy was on the wing and the left back, Nori, was nowhere near him. Mm-hmm. And when Miggy passed the ball to Willock, Nori then went towards the ball instead of going towards Miggy, who then had the space to get in the box. Willock put the perfect weighted ball through and Miggy finished it off. So you look at that and you look, if you look at it in a Wolves perspective, it was bad defending from their left back because he went looking at the ball rather than looking at where the man was gone. Now, if that was the other way around, it was us, and it was Dan Burn going for the ball rather than looking at where the man had gone, we would be seeing the same thing. But I'm glad he did do that, Nori, because obviously it gave Miggy the space to get in there and shoot. I think if it took the deflection, would it have gone in? I don't know. I think it possibly would have been saved. But the deflection took it away from Jose Sarr and into the back of the net. So, yeah. But, I mean, we might say Pope's not great with his feet, but he wasn't the only keeper struggling yesterday because even Aaron Ramsdale was struggling with his feet yesterday. He nearly cost Arsenal a goal or two yesterday.
Yeah, he could have done as well. You could have well done. Trippier said in his post-match that's the second game in a row he's providing an assist for the other team. Hopefully he puts that right. I believe he will. Miggy's goal was fantastic because Miggy gives the ball that doesn't stay still. He makes a run, asks for the ball, then rest is a formality. Absolutely. I agree. Burn did well. Wolves tried to play a 1-2s around Burn and beat him for pace. Absolutely. But again, we're seeing about Traore. He did well to get forward, but his final ball was just abysmal. Non-existent. Oh, God, Tony.
The Mr. Slick man.
Oh. Let's finish on a high with a win against Nottingham Forest on Friday night, lads. Oh, God, if people hear this about what the nickname for Traore, that's now going to come up on my thingy show now. Not just about Klopp's teeth.
I mean, well, you want to hope it was Baby and it wasn't WD-40 to Eileen's joints.
Oh, God.
Right, squeak.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, to be fair, Burn kept him quiet and did really well. Did a great job on him. I didn't think he was that great at Traore, to be fair. And
no.
I know some people were saying a couple of years ago, oh, we should sign Traore. I'm so pleased we didn't sign Traore. He's not that great, to be fair. But Trippier did say it in the interview yesterday when he was with, when he was having his interview with Isak, and he did say when they said, oh, Isak's man the match, if you hand it to him, and Trippier says, yeah, I would have won that. He says, yeah, that would have been mine if I hadn't made that mistake.
Aye.
And it possibly would have been Trippier's, to be fair, because he had a great game, I thought.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's finish on a high. With a win against Forest on Friday night. Let's hopefully we can. ESM's dribbling was unreal. It certainly was.
Birthday boy.
Absolutely, it was, wasn't it? You guys notice our new corner tactic trips? It's a far post. Bird peels off to far post and knocks it back in. We did it twice and it nearly worked with Brewer's header. It did, which is why shame he just hit the bar. WD-40, great band.
It is.
Mr. Lubricate was like buying ASM off Wish. Chess has go on. Do you think Traore's baby oil will be a genius tactic in prison or a turn on?
Oh,
God,
that's because you
Chess.
don't bend down for the soap.
Hey, God, that's it. How it is. Right, let's get on to the player ratings now. So remember to get yours in the live chat. And what would you rate the players from yesterday as well? Well, you can start it off, Tony, with Nick Pope.
Yeah, bit of a mixed game for Nick Pope yesterday. Yeah, he pulled off a few saves, but he could have given away a penalty and been sent off. He could have had that. Then not only that, he then conceded that goal. He had that mess up with Kieran Trippier. For me, as much as I don't want to mark him down, I've got to say about a 7 for Pope, because he did pull off a couple of good saves as well.
Yeah, I think 7's reasonable. Yeah, I would say so. Well, Covey's going for a 6, Pope an 8, Pope a 7, 2 great saves, 2 blunders, but didn't cost us. How long is this international break for? Is it 2 weeks long? Yep, absolutely. Which I didn't want.
April.
Which I can't be bothered with the international break, I've got to admit. So,
well, it might be a good break for us to reset, though, Pete. Though that's the thing.
It could be. It certainly could be. That's the thing. So, well, into the back four, and I'll kick off with Kieran Trippier. I thought, provided the assist for Isak's goal, great. But again, there were types of set pieces were off again a little bit for me. I thought that was the thing. So, again, there was 1 or 2 times I think the corner didn't beat the first man, and too forward to the other side again. I thought, but free kick hit the wall. That was a one, but he did have a chance as well, which he curled, which could have caught Jose Sal, but he pulled off a great save as well. So, yeah, I'm going to say a 7 for Trippier as well. Which,
fair enough.
Yeah. Pope a 7. Everyone being a bit harsh, thinking it wasn't easy for him after what happened with the World Cup after the Liverpool game. Yeah, absolutely. Is it the Euro qualifiers?
Yes.
I think it is, yep. Trippier, 6 good assists, made a mistake, but his long balls into the box were wasted. Trippier would have been a 9, but for the slip, so because he kept fighting. Yeah, fair enough. Cheers as well. Okay. Back to you, Tony. Stuff Fabian Share.
I thought Shea had a great game yesterday. Again, he was doing his marauding runs. He tried to keep things tight at the back. Nice to see him back. And he didn't do anything. He didn't put a foot wrong. So I'm going to say for Shea, I'm going to give Shea an 8.
An 8, okay, fair enough. Right alongside him, and that was his partner Sven Botman. And yes, well, I thought he did very well for me as well. Botman could have scored towards the end, which shame his shot didn't stay down, but at times he did what he had to do, I thought. Cleared the danger away. You know what it's like for his passing. His long balls are really good as well. So, yeah, I think an 8 for Botman as well. Share an 8. Wish we had more time with him under Howe. Absolutely. Covey's gone for a 9 for Botman. Do you know what? 9's not a bad score as well. So yeah. Right then. And the last of the back four, Tony, is the big DB, Dan Ben.
Yeah, I thought Dan Burn had a good game yesterday. Kept, he kept Traore quiet. Got forward well. Yeah, I didn't think Dan Burn was too bad yesterday, to be fair. What do I give Burn? No, I mean, yes, he went in the box. He basically bloody steamroller through. Was it tomato? I think it was. But he absolutely steamroller through. So time between two scores here. 8, 9, 8, 9. 9, 9.
Ooh.
So I thought he did all right.
Okay. What did you say? 8?
Considering 9.
Oh,
considering
9.
Considering a lot of people didn't want him in the team, including myself. But then I did say to people, Target is not 100% match fit, so he can't start. And I think Burn proved it yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Bottom in the Rolls
Oh,
Royce.
by the way, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Pete, I nearly choked on my breakfast cereal this morning when I read this report. I can't believe the shit that this paper has put out. It's called Give Me Sport. Have you heard of them?
Might rings a bell, but...
Well, according to their journalist, we are looking to buy another centre-back in the summer who's better than Botman, right? When I read it, honestly, how I did not choke on my cereal this morning. And, well, do you know who the defender is, Pete? You're going to bloody laugh at it. Robin Koch of Leeds, the German. Thought he's not better than bloody Botman.
He's not that good.
Where the hell are they getting that from?
Well,
I think somebody... Give Me Sport. I don't know what they've had, but give me something of what you've had.
Yeah, absolutely. Nah. I mean, Leeds concede loads of goals anyway. He's not that great. I don't think Luke Aylin's not much better.
He's not Premier League, is he?
Nah, definitely not.
Well, they signed him from Yeovil Town, didn't they?
Yeah, Burn and 9, what a performance. What a way. Keep fighting for his place. Absolutely. Bird 8, trips at 8, sharing 8. Newcastle versus Man United, no DM. Newcastle by DM. Bruno, very 8. I think we need another defensive midfielder. Toon loves watching Burn. Cooler Bramble.
Yeah, Cooler Bally.
Botman and Robin.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't have that lead centre back. Nah, not for me.
He's not that great, Pete, is he?
Definitely not. Yes, okay, next one. So into the midfield 3 now, 1-2, and I'll start with Bruno. Apart from me at the bottom, I thought it was a bit one of his quieter games, I thought at times, I've got to admit. So, yeah, I thought he came more in the second half than the first half, I would say. So, yeah. But, Bruno, he helps us with that midfield. When he's not playing, we don't win games when Bruno is not in the side, which is the thing. So, but yeah, one of his quieter games. So, more to life in the second. So, I'll go with a 7 for Bruno. Robin Koch should join Mr. Lubricator at once. Robin Koch, what? Willikinho says Toon fan.
Yeah. I honestly could not believe it, Pete, when I read that this morning. Thought, I'm glad I haven't got a mouthful of cereal because I'm pretty choke on it.
Absolutely, yeah. Bruno was 6, only for that link up with Miggy, not his best screen, but he's allowed one. Absolutely. Bruno was 7. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Tony, next one in the midfield I'm going to go with for you is Sean Longstaff.
Yeah, Sean Longstaff was all right. He grafted well, did what he had to do. Nothing fancy. I think for Longstaff, I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I think 7's not too bad. I thought he disappeared a lot in the second half, I thought. But he was quite a lot involved in the first half, I thought. So,
yeah.
A 7. Longstaff a 7 as well. So, okay. Right, the last one in the midfield, I'm going to go with Joe Willock. And I thought he was superb for me yesterday, Joe Willock. I thought the way he drove with the ball was outstanding. I'm glad he was back in the start lineup, I've got to admit. And I thought he really drove forward. And the pass to find Miggy was spot on, I thought. So great goal, Graham, from Willock, I thought, yesterday. So I think I'm going to give Willock a 9. I thought he was excellent for me. Longstaff, honestly, I didn't see much. I don't know, says Chester, fair play. But yeah, back to, as I said, about Willock, I thought Willock was excellent for me. So that's why he deserves the 9. So, yeah. Okay, now onto the attacking 3. And go on, Tony. You may as well have him. You can speak positive of him this time. On that right-hand side, Jacob Murphy.
Yeah, do you know what? I thought Murphy had a great game yesterday. Terrific. Put some decent balls in the box. And it was nice to see an actual right-footed winger playing in his natural position. And then when he went to the left, he still done it well. Yeah, I thought he had a great game. I'll give him an 8.
Yeah.
I think that's fair enough.
I think 8. Yeah, I think 8. I agree. 8's very reasonable. I thought he did very well yesterday. I thought definitely.
Yeah.
Willock a 9, best game in a while, and Coffey's going for a 10 for Willock. Nice one. Jacoberto Murphy, 10, my man of the match. I'm being biased. Right out on the left-hand side, and that was ASM, and I thought he was excellent as well. His dribbling techniques were really, really good. The way he linked up with Isak as well, I thought was excellent as well. A lot of teams are not going to be looking forward to that now when they see that. That has got to keep going for me. Do not take Isak and see with ASM out the start lineup at the moment. And I liked what I saw from ASM yesterday. So I'm going to say a 9 for ASM. Really good, brilliant, excellent for me as well. So, yeah. Murphy an 8. So happy for him grabbing his opportunity. He's added something we've been missing for a long time, absolutely. Can't wait till he get to Wilson because he did not do anything when he came on, lads. He didn't, did he? Grabbing ASM a 10, ASM an 8. This is a new ASM and I loved his maturity. So did I as well. So, yeah, those bolts to Isak were wonderful. Was disappointed when he was taken off. I was as well, I've got to admit. So I thought
yeah, he should never have been taken off, in my opinion. He should have had more minutes. Yes, he might not be able to do 90 minutes, but Jesus, give him at least 70, 75 minutes to build his fitness up.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to.
I mean, that's saying apparently, Pete, I'm just looking at this report, right? They said, according to German sport outlet Sport 1, Leeds United defender Robin Koch is considering the next step. It's claimed Newcastle are a handful of clubs looking to pry the Germany international away from Ellen Road, who has 18 months on his contract. Also stated that Wolves centre-back Max Kilman is another star on the radar of Eddie Howe.
Kilman?
Both Koch and Kilman have impressed at their respective clubs. Newcastle could provide the player the perfect stepping stone in their promising careers. I don't want Robin Koch at the club, I'm sorry.
Was the other one Max Kilman you're on about?
Yeah, the Wolves defender, yeah.
Wolves defender, nah. Suppose he is. You think Manu will play Wan-Bissaka against ASM again? We'll see. We'll just see what happens. Robin Koch can go to Chelsea.
Yeah, what do you make of that, Pete? I mean, Dujuan Richards, we had him on trial, and we were close to signing him, and then Chelsea's nipped in and took him now.
Yeah, exactly. I know, absolutely. Right, the last one of the start, Nevin Tony. Take it away. You know,
Alexander Isak. Terrific game. Absolutely brilliant, this guy was. Took his goal really well. Showed class on his goal. Not only just took that goal well, but he outstripped their defence. Not just once, not just twice. More than twice. 3, 4 times. I mean, every time the ball went to him, their defenders couldn't catch up with him. They couldn't keep pace with him. And this is why I said, you know, and I know some West Ham fans were saying, no, you can't underestimate Aguirre, the defender. But I'm sorry, if that was him on that chance against West Ham that Wilson had, that would have been in the back of the net against West Ham, because there's no way Aguirre, as fast as he is, would have caught up Isak. But in my opinion, Isak is man of the match. and he gets the 10.
Absolutely, yeah.
I see Barcelona are close to losing one of their youngsters.
I've heard, yeah.
His contract's been suspended. He could go for a free. It's Gavi, good player as well.
Yes, I heard about that. I did see that. Aye, absolutely. What was your rating for Isak again, Tony?
10.
There you are, 10. Absolutely. 10. Isak a 10, everything a striker needs to do. With some more energy, he led the line so well. I think Duchamp wants to experience London Live or Dusan Vlahovic. I don't want Cock and Burn in the same team. The memes would be awful. Oh, Taggy. Isak a 10. Some people are just laughing at Kaggy's comment. Imagine the commentators going Cock now.
Hey, he's not coming to Newcastle coffee, so don't worry about that.
Absolutely, Gavi. Yeah, that's it. You're once, twice, 3 times a striker. Absolutely. But there you are. That is the starting 11. So there you are. But I wonder if I want to bring this out just before we get on to like the substitutes and mark the rest of the players yesterday. Okay, now Newcastle United tweeted out saying, following concerns raised by the NUFC supporters who attended our FA Cup final third round tie at Sheffield United on the 7th of January 2023, Newcastle United confined the findings of the subsequent safety advisor group meeting called by the Sheffield Council. Now, apparently, there's been some Sheffield United fans been having a go at her. Well, I'm sorry, but if your away section is unsafe, which a lot of fans have complained, not just us, Liverpool fans have said the same, they're going to have words about it. Apparently, that's safe. That's a complete and absolute safety hazard. That, and away fans have a right to issue their feelings if they don't feel safe there.
Yeah, they've got to sort that out now. They've apparently reduced that capacity as well, haven't they? So
They have, yep.
It's it's Hillsborough again, and it's a safety concern there yet again. It's not looking good for them, is it? I haven't read the thing properly, but I'm going to have a read of it. But yeah, it's definitely they need to sort it out, though. That's for sure. And the council need to get in there and sort it out.
I mean, because otherwise fans will just complain.
Yeah,
they'll end up coming out. Absolutely, they'll feel like, well, sorry, this feels like a death trap here.
Yeah.
And we remember what happened back remember the Hillsborough disaster as well.
Yeah, exactly, Pete.
Absolutely. We don't want to see football fans go to another situation of that. Definitely not. Oh, he's on about Dujan Richards. I like that.
Yeah, that's who, yeah. That's who was, yeah, that's who we were going to get. And then Chelsea's got him now.
Yes, that's it. Dujan Richards, definitely a dealer's name. Oh, I think you've muted there, Tony.
Yeah, I thought I was going to sneeze there, that's all. I'm just looking, Pete, right? I just, just as we're talking about Gavi or Javi or however you pronounce his name, he's 18 years old, 5'8", on a contract till 2027, 26, sorry. But he's right-footed. He plays as a centre midfielder, so exactly what we're looking for. His player value is 93 million euros at 18-year-old, but thinking, though, if we can get him on a free, that would be fantastic signing. His strengths are passing and long balls, and he has no outstanding weaknesses. He started 19 out of 24 games, scored 1 goal, got 2 assists. Mind, he's a midfield centre. He's not a winger or anything like that. His accurate passing per game, and this is an 18-year-old, is 88%. His long balls are 75% accurate every game. And he's had 5 yellow cards. But do you know what? if there's a chance of him going for it, I know there'll be a hell of a lot of clubs probably wanting him as well. That's the problem. But if we could nip in there, if he's going to be on a free at the end of the season, if we can nip in there and grab him, that would be a hell of a signing, Pete.
Absolutely.
One for the, not just one for the future, it's a one for now because he's actually playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Blade, hope you're well. Good evening. Okay, right, let's get on to the substitutions now. Right, go on, Tony. No, it's back to me, actually. And I'll start with that Callum Wilson. What can I say? He didn't out for me, did he, at all? Apart from win a free kick, that was it.
Come on, Pete, I'm waiting for it. And be honest, Pete. Be honest, because, you know.
Okay, I think I'm going to give Wilson a rating of 1. That's all I'm going to get.
He didn't do much. Didn't do much when he came on, to be fair.
No, I think a rating for Wilson for 1. This nothing. Chess
Done the
0.
dog's bollocks.
Coffee's gone for a 4.
He's been nice, isn't he, Coffee?
Well, it's still
he's
a
had
low
too
rating.
much coffee.
But he did nothing. That's why I'm going to give him the 1, because I thought he did not at all. So, there you are. Okay, back to you, Tony. You may 3. Well, you may as well kick off with our winner. Mr. Miggy.
Yeah, Miggy, I mean, he came on full of energy as usual and slotted in as if he'd been playing all game. But the thing is, he was there where it mattered and he got his 11th goal of the season. So for me, for the time he was on the pitch, for the impact he had, winning the game, I'll give him an 8.
Yeah. I think that's a good one. Yeah, good to see him get that winning goal, which was fantastic. And good to see him 11th goals now this season. Who would have thought after only scoring 1 last season, he's come from getting 1 goal up to 11.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant, absolutely. So, yeah. Miggy at 10, Miggy at 7, Miggy at 10, and 7 for Miggy. Okay, fair play. Right, the last one. I think it was the last one. Yes, it was, actually. It was Matt Ritchie, and do you know what? He did come on with an awful lot of time remaining there. That was the thing, so I think I would just go down the middle. I'd just go with a 5 because he only came on with about the 85th minute.
Yeah.
So not enough time, so that was the thing. So, yeah. 10 out of 10 as he got. I'm not sure what Gary means by that. Wilson, before World Cup, I want to play so I can fulfill my dreams. After World Cup, I just don't care anymore. Fair play. Richie is 7. Richie not playing well. I just don't care anymore. That's it. Yeah, absolutely. So there you are. Okay, Tony. The referee, Andy Madley.
Shite. Yeah. He doesn't fill you with confidence as a referee, does he? So, I'll give him a 4.
Not the greatest, was it?
No.
Yeah.
Nothing more you can say about the bloody referee, is there?
The game out of 10 fans. The game out of 10 fans, 10, Howard 9. 10 out of 10 because he got the winning goal. Okay, then. Ref a 7. Oh, 7. Wow. Yeah, no way for Richie. Too late to do anything. Absolutely. Ref a 5. Referee a 3 as a neutral, as a Newcastle United fan.
You're definitely being nice tonight, Coffee.
He's going for a ref for 10 for not sending Pope off. Okay, last one. Well, actually, not the last one. I'll go with the fans. To get standard 10 as always. We kept going. We kept supporting the team, particularly when we took the lead. When they got the equaliser, we were still gotten there. And when we got the winning goal, it was just brilliant. We stuck by the team throughout the whole of the game, and that's what we are as a fan base as well. And again, more flags, the displays with the flags was brilliant. The fans waving the flags around, just sensational. 10 for our fan base. I've got to say, I thought Wolves fans were very quiet. I thought on Sunday,
The way it was like a library up there, wasn't it, Pete?
a little bit, yeah. I give a ref extra 2 because he did send Pope off. 10 out of 10 says fans for our fan base. I'm hoping that was okay. And you'll have them last one, Tony.
Anyhow, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because he got his team selection right. He brought Isak in instead of Wilson. He brought Murphy in, rested Almiron, brought them off the bench. Almiron came off in as an impact sub and scored. Hats off to Eddie. It's a 10.
Hey!
A 10.
There you are. How 10, he changed things up, tried different players to different sanctions. John Liverpool fans in the chat, hope you well, Jordan. 10 out of 10 for War Eddie. How 10 out of 10 as well. Ches, how 10 made the right changes he need to improve the squad with start and burn. Got something out of Miggy. Didn't like Wilson coming on, but he needed to ease Isak and rest DSM. What more he could do. Spot on, Ches, absolutely. As well. And yeah. But yeah, that's all the ratings done. I think I've got to rate Tony for his comment about Adama Traore. I think that's going to be a 10 as well.
Oh, yeah, about his Mr. Baby Oil.
That's going to stop coming on my crazy show now.
I've probably started something else now, haven't I?
Klopp, Mr. Teeth. Who else we had?
But we've now got Mr. Lube.
Oh, God knows.
I wonder if anybody's asked him why he gets oiled up.
Wolves fans pretty vocal in the strawberry before the game. Fair play to him. 10 out of 10s for the Wolves fans. Okay, I didn't hear much. Oh, well, fair play to him. Mr. Lube. And baby oil at 10, says Jess.
Or does he put the oil on so people think he's sweating after a long run when he's done sod all in the game? Look, I'm sweating. Look at me. I've got the oil on. Look.
Oh God!
I must take him a good 10 minutes to get lubed up before he goes on the pitch.
Fernandez, the rat, says I like coffee. Oh, Bruno Fernandez, yeah, can't stand. Avram Glazier, the penguin. Oh God, so yeah, you are. Great laughs, your shows, Peter. Thanks so much.
Oh, they are on there.
They certainly are. Hey, God Almighty. But yeah,
I did see it funny yesterday. But
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember where it was now. I saw one that was absolutely brilliant. If I
All
see
right.
it, Pete, I'll have to show you it.
Oh, yeah. You definitely have to. Absolutely as well. So yeah. So as I mentioned, we are back to winning ways. So we go on Friday away to Forest. Are we getting something? Are we getting a win down there, Tony? Not be an easy game, I would say. Forest are quite good at home, but who says we can't continue from where we left off on Sunday from yesterday?
Yeah, I think it'll be hard down there.
So this is a comment from I like coffee.
So an oil spill. No, it'll be a hard game, but at the end of the day, we've got to go down there. We've got to beat Forest. it's a hard one to call. I'm going to go. What am I going to go? I'll tell you what I'm going to go, Pete. I'm going to say, and I know it sounds a bit. It's not. It's not being negative, but I think I'm going to go 1-0 win because it'll be tough there. Yes, we beat them 2-0 up here, but they're a different team at the City Ground, and they've proved it. They've beat Liverpool, they've drew with Chelsea. Yeah, I'm going to say 1-0, Pete, but
it's not going to be easy. And we haven't got a good record down there as of late, have we? I know we lost 2010 in the 2009-10 season, we lost in the Championship. 2016-17 season, we lost in the Championship, although we were absolutely robbed completely in that game.
Yes, we were.
And the Forest, the Carabao Cup game under Rafa's last season, we lost 3-1. We may have been robbed in one decision, but we were shocking all over the pitch in that game. So,
yeah, definitely. So we've got to make it. We've got to make it count on Friday. But again, it'll be a tough game. But I think we can go down there and win that game.
You can.
If we come away with the points, then that's a great result. And,
yeah, it is.
And let's hope that's what it is. Let's hope we do go down there and win the game and come back with the 3 points.
It's possible. Eddie Howe has ended Rots, who says he can't do it down at Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Absolutely. I've got a picture. I'm gonna share with everybody, and I think you'll love this one. By the way,
hey, there were reports of Niles Billets and James's. Please hit those likes, thanks, Chairs. I think he put too much. That's why he took them off at half time.
You're gonna love this, Pete.
Oh God, let's have a look. What is it?
Bruno Fernandes.
What the fuck? Oh, what's that supposed to be? Is that a camel?
Something in it. It's a good one, isn't it? Looks like him though, doesn't it? With the teeth, you can tell.
Oh, it does. Oh God.
Skippy.
What?
Skippy Fernandez.
Yes. Oh Jesus!
It's a llama.
Oh, llama. All right.
It's got everybody in the chat laughing now.
Isn't it? Yes, that's the lower forest.
Hey, Pete, when you do a thumbnail for your Man United preview, you'll have to have that.
Oh, God. I think he put too much on. That's why he took him off at half time. Tim on 2 tough game, but players have now said we want top 4, so they'll start grinding these games out. What to do them? Skilly Fernandez. Oh, my God. Skippy. Llama drama. And Gary says it's got Klopp's teeth. Actually, that picture looks better than the real thing, says Tanji. Oh, God.
Oh, it certainly made people laugh.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, 2-5.
It looks a bit Jimmy Savile. Oh. Wow.
Hasn't got long hair, though.
Oh,
it's
no.
short hair.
Oh. Holy fudge, man, oh, fuck. Wow.
Right on up, Pete, didn't you?
Absolutely. Oh, wow. That was brilliant. I'm sorry I've gone. Look at Chess. Llama, 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 chameleon. Oh, too bad. Oh, Jesus wept. Sorry, but I've lost the plot now.
Can't send it to Johnson Clay to be upset.
Oh, wow.
We can't send that to Johnson Clay, be very upset, taking the mickey out of one of his players.
Oh, God, that was brutal, that. Hey, God, so there you are. Well, then we're going to start to draw the show now, so... God. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've had a laugh on here tonight, so yeah, there you are. But okay, Tony, just before we wrap up, where can they find you and what shows you got coming up next? Oh God,
It's John and the Manus.
I have no idea. That's Bruno's brother. That's Bruno's brother. They live on a farm together in plough fields daily. Oh Jesus, man. Right, okay then. Before we short, Tony, where can they find you? What shows you got coming up on the channel?
Yeah. So you can find me on Twitter at Tony2031. If you give me a follow, I'll follow you back. I'll be back with, and you can find me on my channel, which is behind me there. It's all black and white TV. I'm currently on 430 subscribers, so on the way to 450. So give that a check out. Yeah, tomorrow, I'm not sure what I've got on tomorrow's show, guys, but probably Wednesday or Thursday I should have a preview, hopefully with a Forest fan. And then Saturday afternoon, I'm going to be joined by Macy. So Macy will join me on Saturday because she couldn't do Wednesday this week because obviously Man United's got a game. Got a game Thursday. So yeah, so she'll join me on Saturday, and then from next week we're hoping it's going to be a regular show. So it'll be the Tony and Macy show every Wednesday. So yeah, so that's a new feature coming up. For anybody who knows Macy, I know she's a big Man United fan, but we're going to do all sorts of football buys and talk all football. So that'll be fun. And yeah, I'll have my usual build-up show to the game on Friday, things like that. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you, Pete, for having me on.
No problem at all. Yes, and Tony, BBC have offered Tony a new focus and show on wildlife around the Premier League. It's called Teeth Watch. Jimmy Sam. Oh God, too fun. Oh wow, Jesus web. So yeah, there you are. I'll probably be back most likely. It'll be either Wednesday or Thursday for the match preview. Friday will be the watch along because our game's on Friday. We'll be starting that at 7:30, with it being an 8 o'clock kickoff. We usually like to go half an hour before kickoff. Most likely next day will be the match review and player ratings on the Saturday. May have to arrange my usual bonkers show for a different day, but it's definitely not going to be Friday with the game. But you will be known as always whether that show does get moved to a different night. So there you are. Is it at 2:30 in the afternoon? Oh God. Good night, all. Cracking show tonight. Thanks for the laughs, both on the channel and in the chat. Thanks, cheers as well. So there you are. So that's what's got coming up on my channel for this week. So forth. So there you are. And of course, if I bring any just free videos out, you will be known as well. So there you are. All right, guys. Again, remember, if you have enjoyed, please of course remember to hit the thumbs up. Of course, remember to hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you're new to the channel, or you're not yet subscribed and you really enjoy the content going on the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps grow the channel. And it's not just myself that helps, makes this channel grow. It's you guys as well. Hitting those likes, smashing the subscribers, growing this channel as well, definitely. So there you are. And of course, hit that notification bell as well, and you'll be known of any other live shows or any other pre-recorded videos going on on the channel as well. Definitely hitting that bell button will notify you whether it's a live show or a pre-recorded video as well. You can still donate if you like to do so, and again, feel free to become a member for just 99p a month. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we shall see you all later. Take care of yourselves. Just enjoy the rest of your night. Take care, everyone.
Whatever you're doing with your teeth, don't be careful.
See you later, guys. Take care, everyone. See you all later. Hey, God, I've lost it. Take care, guys, before we lose it even more. See you later.